And the message that I'm here to deliver to you today is that the rest of the labor movement's with you, right?
All right.
Yeah.
I know you guys are more angry than that. Let's hear it. Come on!
Yeah.
This is a hostage situation, right?
Right.
Things that used to just happen as a matter of course aren't happening anymore. And you know what it's all about? This is going to surprise you guys. I know when you go back to work you can't talk about politics, but this is all about politics, right?
Right.
This is a partial shutdown. I know some of you get to go back to work, but you're not getting a paycheck. Everybody else is sitting at home. And one thing that I know about federal employees, they don't like to sit at home. The reason why you get into government is because you want to do something to help other people, right?
Right.
People don't go to work for the government just to collect a paycheck. These are good middle-class jobs with people who want to make a difference in everyday Americans' lives.
That's right.
You're providing a service, right?
Right.
And you guys should be upset because what's happening in Washington is a game over whether the Republicans are going to be able to take a shot out of President Obama in the Democratic House in the next election. This is all about elections. This is about something that's going to happen next year. It's not even really about Obamacare, because here's the thing, there's always issues with any law that passes, right? No law is perfect.
No.
But I'll tell you one thing, the Obama administration shouldn't be running for this. Obamacare is going to make a difference in a lot of people's lives. And the thing that the Republican majority in the House is afraid of is that everyday people are going to figure out that they're going to have health care next year and that they're going to be behind the president going into that election. That's what this is about. It's no different than immigration reform. You look at immigration reform. Businesses want immigration reform. Labor wants immigration reform. Who doesn't want immigration reform? People who are afraid that once immigrants become voters, they're going to vote them out of office.
Yeah.
This is so messed up. What's happening to you guys is messed up. What's happening with immigration reform is messed up. It's a manufactured crisis. John Boehner says, oh, the president doesn't want to negotiate. The president doesn't want to negotiate? What are we negotiating over? They have one objective, tank Obamacare. There's no negotiation. There's the president's choices. Well, I'm going to come to the table. Let's negotiate. Okay, here's our term. Obamacare, let's suspend it for a year. Okay, well, what can we do short of that? No, that's what we want. Well, that's not a negotiation. It's a false choice. It's a manufactured crisis. What you folks need to do is you need to keep marching around the plaza. You had a march yesterday. You have a march today. But it's not just about marching in the plaza. It's because Chicago's a big labor town. Because it's a big labor town because it's a good working class city. And you folks have brothers, sisters, friends, neighbors. You need to go and talk to all of them because this crisis affects every single one of them too. It affects them. They work in industries that receive federal funds, right? They are recipients of services because of their need, and they're impacted by folks from the EPA who protect the environment, people from the Department of Labor that are looking out to make sure that people are paid properly. They have an interest in this too, so keep spreading the word. Don't let other people tell your story. You tell it yourself. Thank you. Amen.
We never asked to be put in this fight. All we ever asked was to come in and do our job. A lot of people in this crowd, we're working in accepted status. For the rest of you, you're furloughed status. What does that mean? Well, guess what? For both of us, it means we're not going to get paid until there's a deal done. We're going to keep doing this rally. We're going to keep having these little get-togethers up until the point they do get a deal done. And next week when we gather again, I'm hoping to see a lot more of you here. So when you go home today, I want you to do two things. I want you to call every one of your coworkers, and I want you to tell them they need to be here next week. We're going to do this rally again next week. And we're going to do it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If this country defaults on its debt, it's going to impact everyone. Not just federal employees, everyone. The stock market's going to crash. Financial institutions are going to call loans. They're going to call up people and say, do you have the money to pay for your loan? And people are going to say no. They're going to say, well, then get out. People are going to start losing their paychecks. Not just federal employees, private sector employees are going to start feeling this in their wallet. So everybody needs to be out here. Everybody needs to be up in arms. We didn't ask to be in this fight, but they put us in this fight. They've done us a favor. They've woken us up. Now we need to get active. We need to band together and we need to fight this. We need to tell Congress, pass a clean CR. Everybody here has a cell phone, right? Get your cell phone out. I'm going to give you a number. 888-775-3148. 888-775-3148. Call it. The script is going to tell you to enter in your zip code. You'll be directed to your congressman. Tell your congressman, pass a clean CR. Get the federal government back open. Thank you for coming out here today, and I'm going to turn it over to John.
All right, just a quick word. Thank you, Brent Barrett. Thank you. All right, when I entered federal service, as did you, we all took an oath of office to defend and protect the United States Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Right now, we have a terrorist in Congress holding up the entire government because they don't like Obamacare, because they don't like a black guy in the White House, because they don't like unions and they don't like working people. The only way to get them out is to have rallies and to vote them out. Okay, are we going to vote them out? Are we going to vote them out? Are we going to vote them out? All right, that's the spirit. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Call Congress. 888-775-3148. Tell your friends. That's right. And where are they getting?